What's good, Commanders fans? And shout out to the DC Defenders. I had a great time on Saturday at the DC Defenders parade at the Wharf. Had a blast, had a great time. Saw a couple subscribers. Saw a couple good people out there, man. Jordan Tiamu, the real MVP was out there. Coach Shannon Harris was out there. A lot of good people, man. A lot of people who are Commanders fans and whatnot. So I had a great time. Shout out to my guy Gordon. He went there with me and saw my guy. Big Dog Command Room is his YouTube channel. Make sure you guys subscribe to his channel. I'll put the link down below. Had a good time, man, and took a picture with a couple of the players. It was a blast. It was my first time down the wharf. It was my first time out of the wharf. Good vibes, good energy. Saw Road Warrior out there too, man. He's a great guy, a lot of energy. We know how he is, the Washington Road Warrior. So, man, it was just a good time to celebrate the champs, man. We are the champs. I know you guys don't. A lot of people don't care about the DC Defenders, but I care about all of DC sports. If anything DC is going on, I'm gonna be there. Even the PG Velour, the arena football team, I was cheering for that team. The DC Divas, they play in the championship on Saturday, I think at 6. So I'll be watching that game too. I think there's gonna be a watch party or something like that. So I probably won't be able to go to that, but if I do find a way to go to that, that would be nice. But no, they did a heck of a job. They did a heck of a job. It was a good environment, good time, all that good stuff. It was a great time. Jordan Tam, I got to see him up close, and he was because remember he played for the Battlehawks when he was on there with Heineke, and then he was on the practice squad here, and he was a backup. He never made the roster, but he had a really solid career at Ole Miss, great career in the XFL so far. BTA 56 points in the championship game, which is the most points ever in an XFL UFL championship game ever. So that's what the DC Defenders did. So put some respect on the DC Defenders name. All right, so let's talk about the quarterback rankings here, guys. This just makes me laugh, and I love seeing it, man. Seeing Jayden Daniels ranked above Jalen Hurts, it's just lovely. It's lovely to see that, you know. And this is from coaches. This is the ESPN list I'm talking about. Jeremy Fowler put this out. This is a list they do every single year. So this is an ESPN list. I'm not sure if it's just Jeremy Fowler doing it. Let me see what the article was written by. But it's a lot of Jeremy Fowler is the one who wrote the article. It came out at 6 a.m. and it talks about the top 10 quarterbacks in the NFL, in the entire league. Who is in the top 10? And Jayden Daniels made the top 10. Not only did he make the top 10, he made the top 5 as a rookie. A rookie quarterback took this team to the NFC Championship. His first season, his first year, and he was the main reason why it happened. Wasn't like a Ben Roethlisberger type thing. Wasn't like the Buccaneers defense or the Ravens 2000 defense. Like, it was none of that. It was none of that. And the thing is, the funniest thing is the article too, talking about it, because the article, they did cook our roster, which was hilarious. And the article, the part about Jayden was from a coordinator that had a game plan for Jayden Daniels. So this is somebody who up close and personal had to play against Jayden Daniels. And all the people hoping and wishing and praying on a sophomore slump. This is coming from a guy. This is not coming from a bum Adam Rank. This is coming from somebody who game plans, who probably played in the NFL and is now a defensive coordinator, who has been in the game of football, and not only just the game of football, but professional NFL football probably for years and years and years. And this is what they're saying about our quarterback. I'm gonna read the quick part about what they had to say about Jayden Daniels, this coordinator. So the top 10 is Pat Mahomes, of course. You know, he's number 1. No debate on that. Number 2 for me is Lamar Jackson, but they have Josh Allen. I think Lamar's a better quarterback than Josh Allen. I think Lamar should have won the MVP this year. I just think he's just more talented. He's just a better quarterback. He's a better regular season quarterback than Josh Allen, in my opinion. He just is. Put the team on his back many, many times. I think his record is his regular season record is ridiculous. He's like 74 and something like that, which is just insane. He's got to do better in the playoffs, but just what he can do with his legs, and Josh Allen can run too. Like, don't get me wrong, but Lamar Jackson is clutch in the regular season. He puts his team on his back, and he's done it with receivers that are not that great either. Like Josh Allen has done it with not so great receivers as well. But Lamar, man, it was the Tampa Bay game on Monday Night Football where he threw like 5 touchdowns. That was an insane game. That was an insane performance. The play where he went back and forth and juked a couple guys against the Bengals where he beat Joe Burrow. They have Joe Burrow above Lamar Jackson, which it's close. Joe Burrow's a darn good quarterback. Like, all these guys are great, man. That's the thing. That's the fun thing about debating this. And that's the fun thing that our quarterback is even in the conversation, bro. Like, Jalen Hurts is not in the conversation. Dak Prescott's not in the conversation. Russell Wilson is not in the conversation. Like, Jayden Daniels is legit in the conversation for being a top. Like, he's 5. I don't have him above the 4 that are above him. Like, I don't have. Like, it's too early in my opinion to say he's better than Pat or Lamar, who's been doing it for years now, or Joe Burrow, who's been doing it for years now, and Josh Allen, who has put together a legitimate decorated resume. So I think it's fair where they put him above Baker. He beat Baker in the playoffs. Above Matt Stafford, which is tough. He's better than Justin Herbert. He already surpassed Justin Herbert as far as playoff success. Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts is, I'm not going to call him a game manager, but, to be, if Jalen Hurts had to play on this team with, like the coordinator said, Zach Ertz is a dinosaur, and Terry's your only legitimate receiver, and B-Rob is your running back and not Saquon Barkley or DeAndre Swift or Miles Sanders when he was in his prime, and the offensive line that the Eagles have had for the past couple of years and the tush push, like, we probably would have went like 9-8 with Jalen Hurts, because Jalen Hurts having to put the team on his back and play from behind and be clutch and actually have to throw the football multiple times. We didn't consistently see that from Jalen Hurts last year. We just didn't, because Saquon was there, A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith, Goddard, guys like that. I mean, he had a lot of guys that could just really bail him out and get him out of certain situations. There were games where he played bad, like A.J. Brown said. The pass game was bad or was a problem, and they still won games because they're just that good and their defense was that good. And our defense was not good either. And this is so let me finally read what the guy had to say, the coordinator. Of course, it's anonymous. They're not going to say any names. If I had to guess who it is, I mean, it's hard to guess because, of course, we played 15 teams last year. Or what, we played 14 because you played the NFC East twice. So we played 14 different coordinators, I guess, if you want to say that. But let me get down to Jayden Daniels here real quick. So Jayden Daniels phenomenal, quote, Daniels' phenomenal rookie season demanded an appearance somewhere in the top 10 that he pushed his way into the top 5. Narrowly outdistancing Matthew Stafford in the voting shows voters have no problem validating his hype. Quote, he single-handedly took one of the worst franchises to the NFC title game as a rookie with a bad defense. One legitimate receiver in Terry McLaurin, a dinosaur at tight end, and Zach Ertz. See, a lot of people get upset when I call Zach Zach. But this guy calls Zach a dinosaur, and I love Zach Ertz. Zach Ertz is going to have another 600-yard season. He can full on get a 700-yard season. I really do. I really believe that. And an average at best off the line. Cosme was good. Brandon Coleman was a rookie. He got beat like a drum a couple of games. Allegretti, left guard, who's been a journeyman in this league. Biotis, who's a legitimate center, and then Andrew Wiley was your starting right tackle, and he missed games. Cornelius Lucas was doing a platoon swap with Brandon Coleman, so it's not like we had a juggernaut offensive line. This time we have a juggernaut offensive line with Larry Tunsil, Biotis, Cosme coming back from injury, Connerly at right tackle, or Wiley, whoever they decide to start, and then left guard Brandon Coleman. But he also goes on to say the kid can read coverages, throw it accuracy and touch to all levels of the field, just as dangerous as Lamar and Josh Allen with his legs, and has a clutch factor to him because his team already believes that if he has the ball with a chance to win, he's going to find a way. If he repeats anything close to his rookie year, he's no lower than number 3 on this list next year. The Falcons game, clutch. Dallas, even though Seibert missed the kick, 86-yard touchdown pass to Terry, the Hail Mary, the Saints game, that wasn't his best game, but, he still had a solid game that game. The Giants game, even that game, that was clutch. Both Giants games, he was pretty clutch. The clutch pass to Noah Brown. I mean, there's so many clutch moments I can talk about with Jayden Daniels. The 5 touchdowns against the Eagles. This might be from, if I had to guess, I think this is from the Eagles coordinator. If I had to guess, I think this is from the Eagles coordinator, Vic Fangio. I think they wanted to interview somebody who won the Super Bowl and had to play him twice. And he's probably making fun of Zach Ertz, because was Zach Ertz there when Fangio was the coordinator? I'm not sure if he was or not. But it sounds like something that what's the Eagles coach name? The goofy guy, I forgot his name, Nick Sirianni. That sounds like something Nick Sirianni would say too. But they probably asked Vic Fangio about Jayden Daniels. So this is high praise from what I'm guessing Vic Fangio had to say. And Vic Fangio had a game plan against Lamar this past season and against Jayden Daniels. this year because the Eagles beat the Ravens, but we ended up beating the Eagles at least once this year. So this is just crazy, man. To have a quarterback like this to be already be in the top 5, and the crazy thing is that he's going to get better, and that's the scary thing for the league, which is awesome for us. Like this guy, the virtual reality, he grinds, he works, he can read coverages like Vic Fangio already said. He throws with accuracy like Vic Fangio said, and touch to all levels of the field like Vic Fangio said as well. So that's awesome to read, man. It's so funny, like, to see that he's top 5 already as a rookie, and I love it with a passion. I love it with a passion. And 891 rushing yards is just crazy. They also said he won 12 games with a mediocre at best defense and just a decent offensive roster around him. And an NFC coordinator said system he plays in requires him to play off schedule and make plays with his feet on a regular basis for success, and he is still solid in the pocket as well. And like I said, the defense didn't do him any favors. The Saints game, we let Spencer Rattler walk us down. We let Penix walk us down with the touchdown pass to Kyle Pitts. We let a lot of teams run all over us too. So it's not, like I said earlier, it's not like he had the Buccaneers defense with Warren Sapp and the Ravens defense with Ray Lewis. Like, we didn't have that. We had 2 all pros, but the run game, we just could not slow down the run game to save our lives. Like, we knew every game we were going to have to put up at least 28, 30 points to win for the most part. If you look at our games, we put up like 30. We put up 30 against the Eagles. We blew out we blew out the Browns earlier in the year. We blew out the Panthers. But down that stretch for most of the games, we had to put up at least 20 to 30 points to win. And that's normal for the league. But for us, like, you had to do that. 30 against the Falcons, 42 against the Titans, 36 against the Eagles. What other games that we had? We put up 40-something on the Lions in the divisional round. The Giants, we put up 27. So for the most part, you had to put up like 25 to 30 to win. That was our formula for success. 40 against the Panthers, 34 against the Browns, 42 against the Cardinals. You guys get the point. 38 against the Bengals. So yeah, you guys get the point there. You guys get the point there for sure. So, but yeah, and that's rightfully so. And he can definitely finish top 3 next year, or top 2, or possibly be an MVP. Like, I think the sky's the limit for this guy. He's got better weapons too. Once we sign Terry back, you got Debo, Noah Brown. And like, I want to end on this. I think Noah Brown is fine. I think he'll be ready for week 1. Once again, they have not announced anything, or I think he's going to be ready for training camp as well. If you look at his Instagram, there was a trainer lady who put up a picture of him. Like, it might have been an old picture, but she was like congratulating him and stuff like that. And he also put up a post where he was going to work out at a gym in New Jersey. So if he was hurt, I don't think he would be doing all that. And then don't forget the camp. He was walking around at the camp that he hosted a couple weeks ago. So I think Noah Brown is fine. I think he's good to go. He may not practice the first week. Like, we'll see if he's on the side field or something like that. I can't wait until Dan Quinn actually gives a real update. But looking at him, his spirits and what he's been posting on Instagram and stuff like that, I think he's 100. I'm not going to say 100% fine, but projecting, I think he's fine. And I think if he wasn't, then of course he would be posting him like in a hospital bed and stuff like that, and surgery and stuff like that. So whatever happened, he does not require surgery. And I think that's an awesome thing. He's not on crutches. He doesn't have a boot on or anything like that. So that's what I will say about Noah Brown, which is a good thing. So, but I love the list, man. Like I said, the only gripe I have is not even about Jayden Daniels. It's really just about Lamar Jackson. I think he's better than Josh Allen. I think he's better than what's his name? Joe Burrow. I think he's better than those guys. But those guys, like, if you have Joe Burrow above Lamar Jackson, like, you have an argument. Josh Allen is the one that I don't think is better than Lamar Jackson. I think Joe Burrow you can argue for, but Josh Allen, I don't think you can really argue for that, in my opinion. Matt Stafford is darn good. He's definitely top 6. Like, Matt Stafford's really good. Justin Herbert's really good too. Goff, I'm higher on Goff than other people. Like, I'm actually pretty high on Jared Goff. I actually think he's a really, really good quarterback. He is better than Jalen Hurts. Baker had a better year than Jalen Hurts. Honorable mention was C.J. Stroud and Jordan Love. So, also receiving votes was Dak Prescott. Like, he just didn't play well last year. Even when he was healthy, he didn't really play well. Tua, too injured last year. Bo Nix, not there yet, but he had a good season. Caleb Williams is nowhere near on this list. Aaron Rodgers got votes. Like, come on now. Aaron Rodgers was really, he had games where he was decent. Brock Purdy, we know he's more of a game manager, but he's a good quarterback. He is. I'll give Brock Purdy his flowers too. He's a good quarterback. But all right, you guys let me know what you guys think. As always, Hell Commanders, peace.